the summer, gone for the winter. I'm probably running way too long in the sprinter. So mama send me some dinner. These 7-hour stretches wearing me thin. Die happy if I never eat Cracker Barrel again. Dirty laundry in a suitcase. Beg me not to leave her, but it's too late. I feel the most like myself on the road. I rarely stay at my apartment. It never felt like a home. I told them I'll be a couple 1,000 miles away next time you think about me. I got my duffel bag packed in the back of my Subaru, and I just went through my last 2 Fruit of the Looms. But shit, I got my merch game popping, some t-shirts selling, paid my motel bill, and got our gas tank filled for real. The road gon' drive me crazy. I miss my puppy, I miss my lady. When I'm gone,
sorry if I'm on the move lately. I've been focused and distracted on the road. I know you in a stuffy mood, baby. No, I'd rather watch you cooking on the stove. To me, you hold it down more than I might. I wonder if the tables turn upright. Would I return the favor, support you when you're gone? You from a special mode, I was cut from different clothes. I'm gone for months at times, you deserve to have me home. Barely sleep at night, you on my mind like a comb. But this dream keep me deep in thought, and I be thinking when I'm out, I hope I'm bringing back the love. Cause you was patient, you was very patient. A couple rumors, you was barely hating. You gave me trust when I was understated. You framed the picture, I ain't get to paint it. I find it hard to love a rolling stone. Now I'm trying to finish up the song. When I'm gone, I really hope that you can wait for me. You won't know the music I love so faithfully. Hold on, can you trust who I become? Hey, a heart of gold ain't strong enough. When I'm gone,
I'm so home in my bed, I'm so alone in my head. I don't wanna go anywhere, no. I'm so stuck in this house, can't get up from this couch. I can't figure this out, whoa. Why does everybody look so happy here? How does everybody seem so goddamn fine? Don't they know the end of the world is tomorrow? And I don't wanna waste more time. Why does everybody look so happy here? How does everybody seem so goddamn fine? Don't they know the end of the world is tomorrow? And I don't wanna waste more time. The people here I know, they wonder why I'm so mad all the time. I'm just sad by design. I'm missing a few pieces, I'm missing a few parts, and now look, but it might not be so awful, it might not be so bad. It might not have my back against the wall. It might not be so awkward and weird. Don't gotta be caught up in fear. Don't gotta want more when you have it all. So, why does everybody look so happy here? How does everybody seem so goddamn fine? Don't they know the end of the world is tomorrow? And I don't wanna waste more time. Why does everybody look so happy here? How does everybody seem so goddamn fine? Don't they know the end of the world is tomorrow? And I don't wanna waste more time. Wish somebody would kiss me under these cherry blossoms. Barely brought enough layers off for this rainy day. Had to curb my enthusiasm like Larry taught me, and don't get carried away. And I don't know if you remember anybody. I don't know if you forgot me. And you might be blinded by the money and all the fancy things Why does everybody look so happy here? How does everybody seem so goddamn fine? Don't they know that the end of the world is tomorrow? And I don't wanna waste more time, I don't wanna waste more time. Why does everybody look so happy? Why does everybody look so happy? How does everybody seem so goddamn fine? Don't they know that the end of the world is tomorrow? I don't wanna waste more time, I don't wanna waste more time. Why does everybody look so happy here? How does everybody seem so goddamn fine? Don't they know the end of the world is tomorrow? And I don't wanna waste more time.
Hey, what's going on? Good night. But not in like the way that like I'm gonna leave you soon. It was a busy day today. I had my best day on DoorDash yet, which it actually really surprised me. It was outlandish. I only worked about 8 hours. I was out dashing for 10, but on DoorDash you can hit the pause button indefinitely. So 2 of those hours, I stopped and ate some food and, just chillaxed. But I $27 an hour today. I'm still putting together the deposit list here. So what's going on? How's everybody doing while I get this together? My name Jun Jun. I thought I was pretty creative with the name today. Airdrops and drop. It was either airdrops and drop tops, but I think crop tops is a lot better. It's gonna be difficult to maintain this list. Obviously, I'm just a dumbass. It shouldn't be this difficult, but it has so many different changing variables that yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Because I have to go back and I have to individually check to see if anybody who previously signed up has deposited money. And once I start doing that, I just decide to just restart the list altogether. Now, with the just the sign up list, that one's easy. I just go and I hit Control F and I look for the last person to be added to the list and I just go up from there. But the deposit one is a little bit more difficult. Now, like, I'm actually super excited. I am a little bit scared that it's someone that's botting accounts. I'm trying to change the input on my TV to my computer so I can have an extra screen here. But over the past 2 days, we've gotten like 30 signups. We're at 87 people, which is fantastic. That means we only need 13 more people to sign up to hit our 100 sign up goal. They probably would like more people to deposit, but like I said, I'm here to find a new place to trade and do giveaways through the sponsorship. I'm not here to be their pony boy and try to get you guys to deposit money. Like I said, I mean, if you want to deposit a little something to let them know that you're a real person, that is awesome. But in no way, shape, or form am I trying to get you to directly do that. At least, with nothing crazy. Unless you use the website, you like it, then by all means, do what you want to do. But yeah, let me get this list together and put it up here. You can just choose me for the winner. Make it easier on you. I could goof, technically. But then that would have been fun, wouldn't it? It's the How is this? This is ridiculous. Okay. You guys are going to have to bear with me. I'm very sorry. Let me get the chart up here. But before I finish the list, let's just start talking about crypto here. Sorry. So I did get the alert today that BTC crossed over the 31K 58, which, man, I should have uploaded to the Discord what I was doing. Very sorry. But I've been pretty active with the streams. So we did put in the higher high off of the macro setup here. I am in a short position on BTC with a 3% stop loss. Actually, I might actually have a little bit because I wasn't quite sure. I don't think I caught the exact crossover point because I was out and about. I used the LBank app. So I'm going to have to check and see what my exact entry was here. Because I might have to shape up my stop loss. My entry price was 30,900. So just a little bit underneath. So not too shabby. I'm not currently in a trade on ADA. I actually have only taken one trade on ADA, and that was actually a long position right here off of this smaller time frame ABC. I was just looking for a retest of the upside, considering the fact that BTC was looking like it wanted to go and test that 31K mark. Unfortunately, I got stopped out right here when I was, out and about, and I didn't try to re-enter it. I wasn't looking to babysit a trade while I was driving. If we do happen to come back down below 29 cents, 28.9, I will be entering the short position now that BTC is in a bearish position. And Matic is coming back up for a retest. I haven't touched Matic at all yet. We talked about it on Thursday that I was looking to enter Matic if it came back down below its 15-minute time frame ABC here. It's let's call it a 1 hour. 1 hour max. The reason why I'm willing to enter something like that and we're gonna hold on to it like a swing trade is one, BTC and where it's sitting. It's pretty much all or nothing right now. It's the same exact concept as when we were at okay, just make sure. It's the same exact concept as when we were at 15,500. Whenever we put that ABC in right after the FTX debacle, if you're going to be bullish, it's at that macro support level. We had the gigantic ABC. We had the gigantic ABC here, and we were holding on to a bearish position at the same time. It's not like we were just letting go of our shorts and just going long here, but we were holding a bearish position into the FTX. We took profit on it, I think, right here. That short position, that is. But we had the macro ABC set up here, and if we were going to be bullish, it was at that point. All right. Like we were either going to get back above 16.3K or we were going to dump down to 10K. So it's kind of the same scenario here. We technically could still go up a little bit further. We could definitely go up and test 32,420, maybe see a little bit of price action above it. But if we break 32,420, I am not going to be trying to short at all, unless like something pretty significant comes along to say, hey, price action is really wanting to turn around. So right now, this is the final point. All right, like I said, we can go up and test a little bit further and come back down. But if we break 32,420, that's when I have to be bullish. That's when I have to say, like, hey, we have a lot of range here where price action could fly. All right. This right here, this type of price action, unpredictable. All right. It's unpredictable that we were just going to kind of break through multiple resistances on a whim. But over here, I could very easily see price action just going whoop, or, steadily working its way up without major pushbacks. So this is the final stand. So I'll be taking the short on Matic as well with that to see if we can get any further dumps here. Because I mean, Matic itself on a macro scale, it's not like we are putting in like any new major lows here. And let's say, for example, that you want to be like a mega bull on Matic for whatever reason that is. Well, you would want a mega bull structure. Right now, we don't necessarily have that. All right, we could definitely bottom out here, and over time, this could definitely start looking like an Adam to maybe an Eve, or an Eve to maybe an Adam, however price action works out, and that could be your reason for being bullish on Matic. But I think the obvious answer from what we like to do with the market would be a massive bullish ABC, which you can see like we have this local low here from the previous bull market that if we were to go back down and retest it, 25 cents, we would be putting in a massive bullish structure here on Matic and possibly coming back up and confirming bullish. That is one scenario. Or, we dump back down to these levels, from 2020. It's all dependent on how severe the lawsuit goes on. I saw an article today that might have been a little bit of good news for Coinbase, but I don't necessarily think that's a good thing for the coins that are involved in the lawsuits. I don't necessarily keep super up to date on that stuff, so if anybody knows anything, let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm looking at ADA, Matic, and BTC. Unfortunately, Ethereum. There's just nothing that I want to go ahead and latch onto. Of course, I'm bearish on Ethereum as well from a macro standpoint. It's just we have nothing. I mean, technically on a smaller time frame, so on the 15-minute time frame here, we did put in that bearish ABC, but that's not something that I want to go ahead and open up a macro trade off of. If we came back up and retested 2020, 2030, then I would probably reopen my macro position that we lost when Bybit forced us to go ahead and switch over. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the market. I'm still bearish, guys. Like to me, it just doesn't make logical sense. You look at the people that are involved with BlackRock, and of course, there's a lot of other investment firms that are coming along with BlackRock, but it's just kind of like the trickle down effect. The big guy, the one who pretty much runs the entire planet, goes, hey, we want a Bitcoin ETF. Pretty much signals to all the other guys, hey, we could get one too. They're in the business of making money. And of course, they're going to file these, papers to try to get the ETFs. And it's not the investment firms that are going to be going ahead and investing. They're opening up the opportunity for their clients to go ahead and say, hey, I want some of my money in Bitcoin. That's all that's happening. And BlackRock in particular, if you kind of think about the people that they represent the big dogs. All right. And if you think the big dogs want to buy at the same prices, all right, or at the premium prices of what they were, just a month or two ago, okay, you're delusional. All right. We might go up a little bit further just because of the news, but if there is a large investment that is going to be made from these people, it is not going to be at these levels. They are not going to pump your bags. All right. Overall, maybe it's good for the market long term, but short term, I think people are losing track of who these people actually are. That is all. So let me get the chat open here and start chatting with you guys because I've just been talking to myself right now. It's been a long day, just been trapped in a car, so it's just nice to talk here. Get the chat up. How'd your day go on Instacart, Joe? I don't know if you're back yet or not. All right, let me get these added here. Okay, so that is a yes.
tricks up my sleeve. They call me Ken Sniffy Jr. when I step to the plate, but always walk alone when I leave. Kick it with me. Against a brick wall and a fence. When I was young, I was wrong. I thought it all wouldn't end. Now I'm on my last 100 in cash. Trying to make it home with $100 left. I got my back against a brick wall and a fence. When I was young, I was wrong. I thought it all feeling like a popular man. When I was in the dark, underground with the band. I got vices, issues, I misuse them often. I bet you wanna be part of the party, partner. I did too. Why she on the front steps, undressed, and why she still licking that baggie? There's none left. Awesome. I'll be damned if the house ain't haunted. Got him. Celebrate Halloween around autumn. And I got a baby bottle, half codeine, half Sprite, liter. And I probably won't sleep tonight, but I didn't sleep last night either. I rarely find myself by myself. I feed off energy. Gin and soda water with citrus, baby. A smooth walk when I leave. I moonwalk on the streets and too hop to the beat. My new bride's new pet peeve is I talk in my sleep. I find it hard to believe, but
I am almost done here.
it's hard to be me. Don't nobody wanna kick it with me. Against a brick wall and a fence. When I was young, I was wrong. I thought it all wouldn't end. Now I'm on my last 100 in cash. Trying to make it home with $100 left. I got my back against a brick wall and a fence. When I was young, I was wrong. I thought it all wouldn't end. Feeling like a popular man. When I was in the dark, underground with the band.
Man, this is like tedious work. I understand why people actually get paid for data entry now. It's just tedious. No one wants to do this. You'll lose your mind doing this. I'm literally just like scanning, finding, copying, pasting. And then while you're losing your mind, you have to make sure that you're accurate and you don't mess up on the data entry. I have a newfound respect. I'm looking at the list here, and there's one man that seemed to be luckier than everybody else. It was like last week. He said that he deposited, and then they gave him like an extra like $300 or $400. I think it's just like a giveaway chance, or if he deposited a certain amount. But he was like the only person to receive that. Yeah, they deposited only like $800, and L Bank gave him $500. Kite, are you broke? Why do you do DoorDash? I'm not broke. I'm just an idiot. One of the things that the bull market taught me was when things are going fantastic, you have like the inkling that you want to go ahead and sit back. You want to go ahead and spend the money that you made from the bull market. So I spent the entire bear market from 2018, 2019 trading, accumulating, and then it paid off. And when it happened, life was crazy good. I have infinite money, or so I thought, because I'm a stupid idiot. So I'm still sitting on a pretty hellacious bag, but like when you take the abstract point of view and you look at what I could be doing, why be complacent? All right. That's all it is. So the door dashing helps keep me active, helps me lose weight. I mean, since I've started doing the DoorDash consistently and then eating right, I wouldn't say I'm eating right. I would say like I'm eating better. Let's just say that. I've lost like 25 pounds. My mental state is better. My wallet's better because we're in the bear market. I'm not pulling out crypto right now. Obviously, signups and stuff, you gotta pay the bills. And I'm not trying to pull out my bag to try to pay bills. That makes no sense. But that's the main thing. Just being a dumb kid and having too much too fast. I spent it on dumb stuff. And I sat around and got lazy and fat. And I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be active. I'm going to not stop when the party starts. You know? Fish, calm down, buddy. I don't know. Maybe once I get my other phone back in next month, because I let my cousin use my Z Fold 2, and he ended up moving to another state, so I haven't been able to get my phone back. But maybe once I get that phone back, we can do some like DoorDash lives. I can take you guys on the road with me. I feel like I'm missing people. Shoot, man. Fish, calm down, buddy. Don't tear your bed up. I'm confused because this person. Okay, so this person says the total deposit is 0, but somehow they have $20 on their futures. And it was not before the sign-up bonus of $3. I'm going to go with the benefit of the doubt and say that they deposited. It's just a weird glitch. Okay. All right, so I got 869 90. Yeah, it's moving up. I'm missing it. Oh my goodness. I'm just not I feel like that's the maybe in like a couple years I'll put together a anamorph of the average crypto trader. You know, like those old books where like the kid slowly turns into an animal. If you are concerned about watching a chart because it go up and it's exciting, you are at the very start of that anamorph. Don't be wrong, it's exciting, but it's not my concern. I'm trying to do something else here. Trying to do this so I can give away money to you guys so that your charts go up regardless. Okay, I'm looking. Okay, it looks like this person 276. It's interesting to see because like I said, I can see what's in people's accounts. So I'm looking at all of the accounts that have signed up over the past 2 days that have that $3 bonus. And, you know, I can see people like, you know, this person has 1 cent left, so they pretty much went all in. You know, some people are trying to play it almost as if it's an actual portfolio, and like they're only missing like a a small portion of the $3. Ain't no fucking, there's no shot. Okay, I have to take this person unless, okay, if anybody is in the chat that has the last 4 user ID digits of 4276, let me know if you deposited that money or if you made that from the $3 that L Bank gave you. Because I'm seeing that you have no deposits, but somehow you're within the same exact amount. You're definitely one of the people that received the $3, but you have $100 in your account. Please don't tell me you made $100 out of a free $3 that L Bank gave you. And if so, you're a goddamn legend. But unfortunately, I can't put you in the giveaway. That's the only thing. It could be a person that won the giveaway and then they made a good trade. I'll have to check the winners of the last couple of giveaways. But I do have to take you out of, because I don't see any, there's no deposits. You got the L Bank app, Joe? Can you check your user ID and see if you're the legend? If this is true, they turned $3 into $101, which is insane, pretty insane. $4276. Wait. Oh, wait. No, it's 9753. That's the last 4 digits of the account that possibly is either just super lucky on a trade or they're just a trading guy, because that's insane. All right, so I need 757. So I got 807. 807, boom. Six, eight, 90. Dude, this is, I'm losing my eyeballs in this. There's so much here. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best and I'm trying to get this as fast as possible. 807. Okay. And 57. And it's 3115. I'm the best out of Brooklyn like Kevin. When I die, I'll go out as a legend. I just hope they get roses in heaven. Okay, I am trying here. Okay, so I think I got everybody that deposited. I'm gonna go ahead and show the list right here, and you guys let me know if I missed anybody. All right, if you've deposited, and this goes for people that aren't watching the stream as well. If you're watching this delayed to see if you won, check this list, like know what your user ID is, and then I guess try to find it and make sure that it's on there if you deposited. But I just went through from from the first person who deposited all the way to the last person who signed up, and I believe I got every single person. So yeah. Well, all right, now I got that. I'm gonna go ahead and save that. Oh, no. Don't save it as that. Save it as that. All right, cool. All right, I'm scrolling back up in chat here because I did miss a couple chats. Love in the relationship is also where it's at. Love, yeah, I'm sure. It's just I don't know how to fit that into my life right now. Goofy said, well, let's just say, Kite, I've turned that $3 I got for free into $5. I mean, hey, that's something. That's awesome. Gotta call I'm at work right now. I appreciate you showing up to the stream while you're at work. Just deposited today, like 6 hours ago. What's your user ID, Joe? So I can make sure you're in the raffle. Did Matic get triggered here? It will pretty soon. Comes back down here. Kite, that's me. I transferred in USDT from another wallet. I don't know why it wouldn't show a deposit unless I was supposed to do it with fiat or something. No, you shouldn't have to do it with fiat. You said 29753. Said you're gonna have to add 753. So wait, okay. You said you're gonna have to add 29753. Okay, I'll add you. I'll trust you, Goof. Because I mean, I don't think you won a giveaway yet, and I don't know why. Like I said, unless you turned $3 into $100, there's no other way besides a deposit. So I'll add you to the list. And let me just make sure that I didn't add you twice here. 753. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm short on BTC, and I'll be short on Matic pretty soon here as well. And I just need ADA to come down a little bit more as well to open up that short position. But I guess now's a good time to go ahead and let people know. Because we'll probably be doing the giveaway in like 30 minutes, and then we'll be getting off for the night. L Bank is the sponsor of my channel. They are the reason why I can do these giveaways. So if you guys haven't signed up yet, in the description, the first link will sign you up underneath me for LBank. And if you do that, just signing up, all right, you'll be entered in every single Friday. Sometimes we might do a giveaway on a different day. Just depends. But pretty much Fridays. All right. If you just sign up, you'll be entered into a $50 raffle. But if you deposit, all right, and like I said, it's kind of weird how it works. So I might have to just kind of redo the list every single time and just pay attention. But if you deposit, you get put into 2 other raffles, which is what we're doing tonight, where you have significantly less people. This doesn't count. This doesn't count. You have significantly less people to compete with, and you have 2 chances to win. You can't win twice in the same week, but we've already had a person that has won back-to-back. They won 2 weeks ago, and then last week. And then if they win this week, I don't know what to say. They are casting spells at that point. But as well as that, it's not anything much, but I'm pretty sure if you sign up under my link, it's still going that you will get a free $3, which you can go 125x leverage on BTC if you think it's going to pump to 48K. So there's another reason to go ahead and sign up. And if you do, I highly appreciate it. Like I said, they are giving me $300 a week for transparency's sake. And I'm giving $150 back to you guys. And hopefully over time, if the channel grows and that amount grows, I can increase the giveaway amount as well. But that's no shilling. It's a good website. I've been using it for like the past week and a half. Actually, no. It's been almost a full month of me using the website. And I do have gripes about it, but I think over time they'll get some stuff figured out. Nothing debilitating at all. I haven't had like any major glitches that cost me money. It's just little things like the fact that the plan, market, which is what we would consider like a conditional market order, doesn't have the ability to set stop loss. That, to me, that's kind of janky, but it is what it is. They never gave me the $3. It depends on when you signed up, Joe. If you haven't signed up within like the past like 2 days, you weren't within that window. Like it just started. Let me see the time frame of when that started. I got downloaded the picture. Yeah, LBank campaign. So June 21st is when it started. July 12th is when it ends. But they also have this other competition going on. If you do $150,000 in trading volume, which I'm not encouraging you to do that. It's just if you so happen to do that through your regular trading habits. If you are holding 450 USDT on your account, you will be given 300 USDT as a prize. But that $150,000 has to be completed by July 12th. And you have to be holding 1.5 times the prize amount. So 1.5 times $300 is 450 USDT. So you in contact with LBank? Like, can you give them your opinion on improvements like adding TP? Yeah. So that's the whole thing. If I get people to sign up, and prove that I'm a valuable asset of theirs, then of course they are going to go ahead and listen to what I have to say. Because obviously I'm passing along my opinions to you guys. Like, they're not buying my mouth. All right. I say what I want to say. They don't have the right to that. All right. I made it very clear that I'm not shilling for them. I personally would be using the website, and it's just a consequence that, I have a YouTube channel. But I've already let them know that we would like KDA to be added. And of course, like as I kind of collect my thoughts on what needs to be changed, I'll summarize it for them and let them know. But obviously, we need a little bit more power. Corey, hey bro, what's going on, man? Hopefully you're having a good night, or wherever you're at. Like I said, guys, you guys have roughly like 24 more minutes until we do the giveaway. Like I said, if you want to go ahead and take a look at the list here, if you do not see your ID on it, but you know you deposited, let me know before it's too late. Obviously, there's always next week, but I want it to be fair. And then you said, what's your thoughts on the ETH BTC chart on the weekly? Bearish. I mean, like, it hasn't changed yet. If we break above the macro A on Ethereum, then we can start talking about being bullish again. But at the moment, I think what's really happening with Bitcoin and everything is a consequence of where ETH is sitting. It's not a big surprise that ETH also controls the market now. It's the dominant factor for altcoins. If ETH is doing well, then most altcoins are doing well as well. So it's kind of like, you know, Ethereum and BTC are both doing their thing. Everything else kind of follows. So Ethereum over the past couple of days didn't have any resistances holding it from testing this last local high. So it just had free range to pump. So obviously people kind of like trade in unison. So if they see Ethereum having the ability to pump quite massively, they're going to go ahead and be bullish on BTC and vice versa. But we haven't invalidated any bearish structure, and BTC has only put in a more macro bearish structure than what we previously had, while sitting in a net of resistances. Like I said, I mean, if we can break back above 2030 on Ethereum, and if we can break above 32,420 on BTC, I have no words left. I can't be bearish at that point unless some massive ABC comes along to really force me to be bearish again, or if we get up to these resistances. Past 3,200, 32,400, I'm bullish. But at the moment, I'm still bearish. You know, if we want to look at some indicators, once again, not the major thing that you want to do. All right. Let's see if the 8-hour EMAs have flipped yet. Okay. The 8-hour EMAs have flipped to the upside, which is a bit concerning. It is. All right, because from everything I've seen, the 8-hour EMAs have actually been fairly consistent, and they don't really flip-flop all too often. And if they do flip-flop, they typically don't do it 3 times. Trying to find a point where it might have done it 3 times. Yeah, there's not really a point where it's done it 3 times. So, I mean, if it does, this would be the first. So probability-wise, not necessarily looking good. But despite, I mean, that's one factor to look at. That is a bit concerning for short positions. For sure. Now, I mean, at this point in time, I'm open to taking longs. They just have to be good positions. That's all. There's nothing super duper that is a good long position, like on a smaller time frame at the moment. So nothing really. DXY turning back up to the upside, like we talked about, after retesting that previous resistance. So we could be going into the C wave here, conveniently at the same time that we're putting in the possible ABC top on BTC. Yeah, the EMAs, that's a little bit, that sucks, to be honest with you, because I'm kind of warming up to the, I'm not necessarily using the EMAs as like resistance and support and like taking trades off of it. I'm more using it for momentum based. And it's kind of sad to see because the 8 hour was historically pretty damn accurate. We haven't really broken, we haven't like crossed to the downside on the 12 hour yet. So there's still some hope there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 hour here. Yeah, 4 hours still cross the upside as well. Let me take a look at the weekly MACD, which was crossed to the downside before we started pumping. So we are still crossed to the downside on the MACD, and the we're retesting the, sometimes this line gets retested as resistance before it turns back around. You can see right here, retested as support before it continued up to the upside. So at the moment, there's no bullish divergence for this level here. It's just, it's too, like this bearish divergence here is ridiculous to make me think that like this is all a trap. Because the problem is that people expect it to repeat exactly how it once did. If you look at all the, well, I'm not going to act like there's a lot here, but look at the three separate bull markets here. All right, this one was just straight shot to the upside out the gate. This one came down, retested. We had a macro ABC. All right. It wasn't like beautiful up by any means in terms of how price action reacted to it. And we even had a ABC within the C wave here. All right. So we used that ABC as resistance. And once we got back above it, price action got back above the macro ABC here. Let me zoom in a little bit. It got back above the macro ABC, retested for support, and then off to the races. Over here, all right, we had the ABC here. This one didn't have like any major, like awesome B wave. I guess this would be it here because it was the highest high out of all three. You can see we held this as support, dumped down. Once price action got back above it, we were coming back down to retest it. And overall, on like a weekly average, if we turn off the wicks here, we retested that perfectly and then lifted off. So the point that I'm getting at here is I just think people think that it's going to be the same exact, kind of midterm bear market, bull market that we had over here. These are all separate points in an ever expanding market. To think that it's going to repeat exactly, the only thing that's been pretty consistent is the Adam and Eve structures. So I am holding on to an antiquated ideology because of how consistent they've been. But I'm going based off of what I currently see in price action, not what's happening over here or any other point in time. And I probably should remove that bias for Adam and Eve as well. But it's I feel like that's a decent thing to go ahead and keep. But all these bull markets are, different in how the bear markets reacted. So this is no different. And I just don't, like, people don't know what they're asking for. Like, if you want this next bull market to be the bull market, you need some sort of like price action that really cements, like, we're not going back down to these levels. We need that gigantic macro double bottom that really tells, institutional investors, we're good here. But we just don't have that right now. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin long term, but to think things are going to work out exactly how they did before, I just don't think it's a logical thing to think. Like I said, we're looking at the levels. If certain levels get broken, I will definitely be bullish up to a certain point, you know? But at the moment, as just the probability is still to the downside, and yet everybody and their mother is screaming bullishness. And I feel like that is like the definition of a trap. Is when everybody was super bearish just a couple days ago, you know, a week or two ago. I've been bearish. Now, I'm not a super bear. I'm not calling for 10K. I'm calling for a retest of 20K. All right, that's it. If we see lower than that, I'm happy. But do I expect it? No. Just looking for 20K. I feel like that's perfectly fine for a retest. And, you know, I do believe there's a chance that the bottom is in, but I don't think that we're lifting off yet. All right. Just doesn't make sense to me. So that's my rant. Now, I've been having the same rant for like the last month, 2 months actually. It just seems like everybody just switches up on a dime with a little bit of price action. And it's unfortunate because I see it a lot in the chats. I see it a lot in like the Discord chats and stuff. I've been able to transition over my trading career to think more of like swing trader. It's not just the fact that I've been trading larger time frames for a decent period of time now. It's that everything that I've done in my trading career has kind of taught me how to think. And I'm human just like everybody else. When shit like this happens, I'm upset. I held a short position for 2 months. And then to have it get hit, not fun. Not fun. But I feel like there's some people that like, it's so discouraging that they just get screwed up. And I hope for those people to kind of push past it. Because this is a blip on the map. It really is. Like this, like in a couple months, this price action is going to be history. We're not even going to really think about it too often unless it relates to a current setup. I just think people get too caught up in the moment, even on these larger time frames. You really have to distance yourself from it. Take the trades, pay attention to levels, but don't get emotionally caught up in what's happening. I looked at the bright side. You know, I made a good bit in funding, and it kind of dampened the loss, which it wasn't a big loss to begin with. That's the thing. We're looking for huge wins, and if we lose a little bit. That's the name of the game. All right. So that's why it's good to keep doing something. Because even if you're a professional trader and you're making so much money off of trading that you technically shouldn't dedicate your time to anything else. If shit like this happen and you're making bank, even if stuff like this happened to that person, they would probably be very upset. But they push through it. Like, I'm not making, you know, millions of dollars off these types of trades. So that's why I'm out doing DoorDash. It keeps my mind off of it, and I feel like it's really made a difference in my daily life. ABC is so clear. Yeah. It's there. I think so with really fast moves. So that's the thing with the 8-hour EMAs. I have a feeling that it could triple flip. Because I mean, any time that we've seen it double flip, which the last time that it did was right here. Which this was a little bit of a different case here. It was going up very fast, which causes it to flip, and then down very fast, which causes it to flip. So I think right now, because of what's happened, I think we could see the first triple flip on the 8-hour EMA. All right, because we had slow price action that caused it to flip, very fast price action that caused it to flip, and then if this is an ABC top on a macro scale, we're probably going to see a pretty drastic drop off, which is going to cause it to flip again. So maybe history in the making. I mean, I'm being a little bit of a, you know, a hoopla here. Too much hope, but I think we could see it. Got to keep an eye on Matic just in case it comes back down. May actually go ahead and set up my my alert here. I'll set it up a little bit. An alert crossing once. There we go. We all know the real support is at 6 to 9K. I mean, no. Support there, you know, we've shown that support at 16.3K, you know, particularly, you know, now that we have the actual structure, I don't think we should technically be using 16.3K as the support level. I think we should be using 17.5. So like if we do see anything below 20K, it would probably be a retest of 17.5 and then probably a bounce there. Let me go ahead and make that pink real quick. Supports to be Borkin. But obviously if we break through these supports here, then we're looking at 9.8K. But it just, like I said, I mean, I am not a super bear. I'm not a super bull. We are taking these level by level. And at the moment, just all the probability just adds up to bearishness. Let me go ahead and turn on some Air Wing Marine here. Kite, I agree with your thoughts, but I think they'll drag it out to about 33K before they drop it back down to 20K. Either way, this next bull market would be fire, no wars. Yeah, like whatever happens. But the structure's here. Structure's here. This is a very clear textbook ABC. It's actually the ABC that I talk to about, you know, with everybody. Obviously, we've been used to ABCs like this that are just kind of a little more thick and not necessarily textbook. But like whenever I explain, you know, anybody that goes like, hey, what about a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Which, you know, technically they are right here. But they're probably going, well, we're going to hit this Fibonacci and this Fibonacci, and then it just doesn't work out that way. So, but if you're looking for the general structure, you got, you know, 1, 2, and 3 of the traditional, you know, Fibonacci L8 wave structure. And then you got 4, which breaks this trend line, and 5, which retests the trend line. Obviously, it could happen much quicker, which causes it to be much more upright. But this is traditionally what I tell people of why I focus more on ABCs rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. You should get caught up in it. And sometimes, you know, the problem with the L8 wave structures here is which one do you go off of? Something on a smaller time frame, something on a larger time frame. Where do you choose to take your profit if you're choosing it to take profit off of a, you know, 1.618 or whatever it might be? So with like structures like this, well, you could go, all right, let's go ahead and, you know, do it a couple different ways here. We could take profit of that 1.618. We're going to do it based off of the fib extension here. You know, you could have been sitting here waiting for the 1.618 down here at 14K. So that's where like I just don't want to get into that territory of focusing on specific numbers. That's why we focus on the structure. All right, if you took the short up here, you wait until price action gives you a reason to be bullish to go ahead and take profit, which I'm not the best guy at this. All right. I've been legitimately using ABCs since back here. This is when we transitioned to more of ABCs rather than strictly Elliott Wave. And I definitely, there's so many trades that I wish I would have held on to a little bit more. I don't necessarily regret taking profit on this short trade once we got down to 29K, because it was a big local low number. So there definitely should have been some price action there, but specifically this short trade, I wish I would have held on to a little bit longer. So, but over here, you know, you get rid of the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you're left with a very simplistic ABC. So you're just looking for the A, the B, and the C. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It could be fat, short, long, thick, round, girthy. It could be any type of ABC. Okay. Whereas with Elliott Wave, you got 1,000 different things to look out for. You got WXYs, you got the ABC structures, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s, where they're gonna go, like all. You got too much stuff. So over here, you're just focusing on, do I have an ABC? All right, over here, it's nice, fat, and thick. Over here, you know, let's go down to a little bit smaller time frame. It's, you know, pretty stubby. Over here. Over here, you have a super long A, but you end up putting that ABC in. Over here, you know, we didn't get any triggers. I mean, I don't know who entered on that short position, but someone might have. Doesn't matter what. You're just looking for an ABC. You don't have to be confused about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. Which sometimes they might turn into 6, 7, 8s, 9, 10, 11s. What's the thing? Like, we're not exposing ourselves to like anything major. Like, if I'm wrong about being short, then we have spot bags that go up. Like, it's not a big deal. So if that's the thing, if I'm going to be adamant about one position over the other, it's definitely gonna be shorts. Cause like, it's a win-win scenario. Yeah, you could lose a little bit getting stopped out of the short positions. But other than that, you got long positions that go up. Not leverage longs, but you're long Bitcoin because you buy Bitcoin. I mean, we bought down here. We bought at 16.3K. That was our last major DCA position. The rest was going to be made up with leverage if we did happen to go down even further. That's the thing. Right now, I'm not exposed where if we pump, I'm going to lose a whole bunch of money. It's just, I just don't see it. I don't see it, dude. Will you and Savvy be bullish together? Who's Savvy? I don't know who Savvy is. Together at 32.4K plus. Yeah, like I said, I mean, if we break through 32,420, I have no reason to be bearish. We have so much free room. It's free real estate. All right. The way that I look at the market, local highs are the resistances that are going to be retested. Local lows are the supports that are looking to get retested. Of course, previous support can flip into resistance and yada, yada. But from a generalized perspective, that's where the market is heading. Anything else is just kind of coincidence. It's just something that happens and you work with it as it happens. So, if we're viewing the market from that perspective, if we're looking at this previous downtrend and we're looking at the parts where it came back up and it put in the local highs, downtrend, uptrend, downtrend, uptrend. All right, that's where I'm getting these two major resistances. So there was nothing major. All right, we might hit a little bit of a slowdown over here around like 39K as we approach, 42,000. But we're free and clear. There's no resistances from 32,420 all the way up to 43K. Now, it doesn't mean that, you know, if we get above 32,000 that we won't come back down. It's just that my bias will shift. My temporary bias, of course. All right. And once again, like I'm just a chart trader. Obviously, this whole like ETF BlackRock situation does influence like my opinion on stuff, but it's not the same as everybody else. Everybody else is bullish because of it. I'm not. All right, there's a couple Reddit posts that are pointing out like, hey, this is not necessarily bullish, but for the majority, look at crypto YouTube. Crypto YouTube is clamoring for price action to explode to the upside. They need it to explode to the upside. And I just don't understand why you need it to. All right. If you need price action to go up, you're just not playing the market right. You're not playing the market right. That's the thing. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a super bear. I'm not. So like Nicholas Merton from Data Dash, you know, I watch his videos from time to time. He has this trend line drawn here where he's looking for a lower low, you know, off of this level. I'm not in the same boat. All right. I'm not a super bear here. I'm noticing what's happening on the relevant time frames from a chart perspective, not even from a news perspective. We're putting in bearish tops across the board. Ethereum has not broken bearish structure. BTC is currently sitting in a bearish structure. Like we're on the precipice of it. Like we're currently in it. All right. If we're above 31K, we invalidate the ABC. We could possibly move higher. If we're staying below that last local high after retesting it and trying to break above it, bearish sign. Market's not ready to move on. We'll continue moving to the downside. But I'm simply looking for a retest of 20K. You know, maybe we, you know, come back down and retest 17.5K. That's a little bit, you know, I'm not really looking for that. But from a macro perspective, you know, we have a lot more resistance than we have supports. I guess now that we have built up support in this region, so we definitely could be maybe setting up similar to this, where after the major pump during the bear market, we had that very long sideways drawn out descending triangle that finally broke to the downside and kind of still kept going. So possibly something like that. That's what I'm thinking of. Now, on a macro scale, this support isn't necessarily like a super good one. I'm gonna switch this to brown here, because it could possibly impact price action, but I don't necessarily think it will. That's the whole thing. It's not about me. Like, that's my opinion of what I think the market's going to do. But obviously, as a trader, I really don't care. I can't necessarily say that because I didn't take the long trade. So a part of me definitely is much, much more bearish. Like I said, it's not more bearish in terms of like, we're going to crash and burn, Bitcoin's going to die. It's relevant price action bearishness. But like I said, with the spot bags that we're holding, I just don't see the reason to be extra to take longs into a web of resistance unless you planned on taking profit up here. I don't know. Let me get fish some water, and then we'll go ahead and do the giveaway. Like I said, for anybody that hasn't signed up yet, if you guys, have gotten kicked off of Bybit, or, you're using a different exchange, you want to try something new, in the description, if you use the link, it's the first link for LBank. If you sign up underneath me, you get $3 for free. And if you participate in the trading volume challenge, you can also win some more money. But you can also win more money by signing up because we do giveaways. So I'll be right back. Alrighty. So what's let me look up this guy. I don't know why the Crypto Savvy is coming up. I've looked around crypto YouTube, and from everything I've seen, Nicholas Merton, me, and I guess Crypto Savvy are bearish. If you can name any others, let me know. I'm probably the, I don't want to say that. Maybe let me check out what his thoughts are first. Crypto Savvy. This is my first time actually seeing this guy. I don't recognize his face at all or anything like that. He looks like the only crypto trader that could possibly get sponsored by Carhartt. So okay, so what's his macro view? So he's looking for the bear. He's looking for the 9K, 4K. Okay, so I mean he's looking at that local low that we have marked out. Man's got the ABCs on. Dude, who is this guy? He does the ABCs too? All right, we might have to link up. But I'm gonna have to go back in his content though and look at when I started ABCs versus when he started to see who's been in ABC longer. The way he's marking out that ABC there though isn't how we do it. So I don't know necessarily how it looks like he's just doing traditional Elliott wave. So he's not an ABCer like we are. He's doing Elliott wave. Okay, makes sense. But see, okay. So I don't know this guy. I don't know him. Like I said, this is my first time seeing him ever. But correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't he kind of bending the rules here a little bit? He's putting the B below the A on this ABC here. His wave 1 is shorter than his wave 2. Maybe he knows something I don't. All right. He's bearish. I'm bearish. So technically right now we're friends. All right. So he's a super bear. Okay, so Nicholas Merton and Crypto Savvy are super bears. I'm not a super bear. All right, I'm bearish, but I don't think we're going down to 4K. I really don't even think we're going down to 10K. But wherever the market brings us. My eyes are kind of set around the 20K to 17K mark. That's about it. All right. If we go any further than that, it's by the grace of God. He give me the oxygen. But okay. You guys have been waiting long enough. Let me go ahead and do this. All right. You ready? Like I said, if it lands on you, you can type in chat, I won, suck my nips, celebrate. But in order for you to actually claim your prize, you got to message me on Twitter. All right. That's in the description of this video as well. All right. It's @its_kite. So ITS_kite. All right. You have to message me. I'm going to require this from everybody now. You're going to have to download the LBank app. It takes 2 seconds. All right. And then once you're logged in, go to your profile page, screenshot your user ID. All right. I just don't want to take the chance on someone F12ing their user ID in order to take someone else's money. Jesus Christ, do you say he's your friend now? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So I think he's kind of lost in the sauce. Like I said, no ill intent to this guy. I have negative opinions of other crypto YouTubers. I don't know him. I don't have a negative opinion, but I've kind of been in his shoes with the whole Elliott wave thing and trying to super predict. It doesn't work out. So I'm like I said, he's bearish right now. I'm bearish right now, but I'm definitely gonna become bullish before he does. Then we're enemies again. All jokes, not literally enemies. I feel like people take that too serious. I don't understand what you're saying, Zero. You said you're both shorting wave 4 into 0.382 like there's no tomorrow. I don't know what you think I'm doing. I've had two shorts. This entire for 2 months. All right. Short 1 got triggered, didn't get stopped out, sat in it for 2 months. All right. Lost, $20. And then this short hasn't been knocked out yet. It definitely could be. So, I'm not shorting like there's no tomorrow. It's not like I'm really throwing everything I got at it. I'm using a decent portion of my portfolio, 3%, and playing it correctly. Like I said, he's way more bearish than I am. I just don't get I don't get the need for it. It seems like people need price action to go up. I get it. Maybe you're at a point in your life where you really want, the bull market to start. So maybe you can pay off your loans or whatever, buy a new car, whatever selfish desire you have. I went through it. But to be honest, it's just not the need for price action to go up is just something that's just going to eat you alive. All right. I don't need price action to go down, and I don't need it to go up. I trade. So I just feel like everywhere I look, it's that need. We need it to go up. But okay, let's spend. It's like gremlins who drank too much water. There's actually no way Give me a second. I have to double check. There's no way. There's actually no way. $36.90 won last week, but I don't think it's the same person who won twice in a row last week. I think that was 26.48. I could be wrong. Let me go to my Twitter. But $36.90 won 2 weeks in a row. So I should be able to go to Twitter and find out exactly who it is and be able to just send them their money immediately. So they are, yeah, they're 2648. And I need to open this. Okay. Sorry if I doxed your email address. I couldn't read the GIF on this screen. There's no way I was going to do that. But for the low price of me doxing your email address, you get $50. So, I mean, like, it's not all bad, right? So let's go ahead and send that money over. Wallet. And internal address. We go ahead and I'm gonna do this off. My phone out. Now that I got an actual good charger in my car, it feels so good to come home and not have to worry about putting my phone on the charger. I can just do what I gotta do. It's a whole new world. That is the wrong code. And there we go. First one done. Now we'll give it a couple minutes. Then we'll do the second one. What is up with my USDC? Did I not do something right? I might have to transfer my USDC off of LBank and go sell it somewhere else. Because I want to sell USDC at market price, and I'm selling $61 worth. Sell. Yeah, is there just nobody, am I doing something wrong? It's the same way I buy Litecoin. Am I doing something wrong here, guys? What's going on? Is there really just nobody selling USDT for USDC? Is that not a thing anymore? Where is... Shoot, I'm going to have to find it later. I need to give him his eardrops because I think he has an ear infection as well. Yeah, but what am I doing wrong here? I'm trying to sell USDC for USDT, sell at market price. Like that, that boggles me. That boggles my mind. I mean, this is showing recent trades here. It's showing people are buying and selling, but what is going on? All right, so theoretically, if I go here and I want to buy, 2 USDT worth of USDC, and I hit buy, confirm, order place done. That went through, right? Order history, buy, completed too. So there's nobody selling USDT for USDC. That sucks, man. I'm really gonna have to go on another exchange to get rid of this. Why does USDC have any value if it's not? Gee, Louis. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. It's Monk and Johnny every time I want to recount. No, Monk and Johnny haven't won once. They're stinkies. Dude, I'm actually so peeved. And it's not, if that's the case, it's not Elbank's fault that this is happening. Can someone test it? Can someone go and buy like $1 or $2 worth of USDC and see if you can sell it back to the market? You're probably gonna lose a little bit if it does happen, but I did the same exact thing. It's legitimately, I cannot offload my USDC. That's insane. Fish, no, knock that off. You do not do that. So I'm probably gonna have to transfer it somewhere else. That's trash. Yeah. Figure out what I can do here. Yeah, I'll probably just have to send it over to Coinbase and then convert it there and send it back. I'll do that later. Is it the correct account? Yeah, it's trade spot. And like if I go here and I go to spot trading and I type in USDC. All right, it shows I have $63 of USDC available. Hit market because I'm not going to sit here and try to limit scalp a stable coin. Sell. Confirm. Then it pops up the order and what is strange is that there's trades going on. There's people buying and selling. Not very fast. So that's probably one of the reasons why I'm not getting weird. I don't think I'm doing something wrong because I can go to BTC and do the same thing. Go up here to BTC. Type market. I want to buy $10 worth of BTC. Buy. Oh shit. God damn. What's your turn? How much is that? $30? Okay, so boom. So there, I got the BTC. So now we're just gonna sell this back and lose money on it. God damn it. Is it really gonna make me do this? We have one winner so far, and they already have been paid. We have yet to find the second winner. And boom. All right. Doesn't even go into the open orders because they already got filled. Because people actually want to buy, BTC. So that just kind of sucks. Is what it is. It's kind of to be expected. Like USDC doesn't serve a purpose on L-Bank like USDT does. So why someone would be exchanging it on this particular exchange, I guess that makes sense. Whereas like with Bybit had USDC futures. So there was some actual trading going on. It was weird. All right, let's go ahead and do the second spin. You ready? Ooh, 50-54. You almost had it. All right, we got 50-69. All right, I don't believe... Yeah, 50-69 has not won before. So, let me know who you are. God damn it. God damn it. It's bound to happen one day, Johnny. It's bound to happen one day. Godspeed, AZ. Godspeed. Grant, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Your day will come. Your day will come. I'll go ahead and open up Twitter and see if anybody's messaged me yet. I've won more giveaways in Crypto Faces channel. You want a giveaway to give him money? Today's giveaway is a 15% coupon for my $1,000 indicator. Welcome aboard to the Whale Crew. Are you ready to be pandemic buddies? God damn, Johnny. God damn. I'm sorry, man. You're just not sacrificing enough. I'm not talking about goats. I'm talking about hex. All right. You start spending money and then just throwing it away. Also, I can buy more Gucci. And not even look good in it. So get to it. Hop. Start sacrificing today at your local Walmart. Because that's pretty much where Richard Hart advertises. Richard Hart advertises in the most weird places. He advertises on 4chan. Who does that? So, you said LBank needs to add stop loss to planned orders. Yes, they do, but that's not LBank's fault. All right. Just because there's no direct way to go ahead and put in the stop loss doesn't mean that there isn't a way to put in the stop loss. All you have to do is set up the opposite trade. So you go up here, you go to derivatives, features. On the plan tab, you have open, which you open the trade at a specific price, and then you can set up a close short tab on the close button. You could set up a stop loss. I'm glad it was only $6, but I agree that they need to make it easier, like they have it here. I think that's just good UI, but it's possible. And once again, like even if it wasn't possible, it's still up to you to not have a trade that can go sideways in a matter of 2 seconds. And then, you know, you need to have your alerts set up. So theoretically, like with me, on the macro trades, I'm using a 3% stop loss. All right. From the time that I get entered, I get an alert. Let's say I'm door dashing. Maybe in 5 minutes I can pull over. I put in my stop loss. Or if I'm sleeping, I wake up, I put in my stop loss. There's really no scenario where within that 5 minutes we shoot up 3%. And if we do, yeah, I guess it sucks, but I lose maybe a little bit of extra. So until Elm Bank adds it, we kind of just have to deal with what we got. But there is ways around it. Yeah, you can set up stop losses pretty easily. Like once your trade is open, you know, down at the bottom you have the little pencil. You can click on the stop loss and set up a TP. On the regular, you know, market open, you can set up a stop loss, stop limit short, stop limit long. He's specifically talking about the plan section. There is no stop limit long, stop limit short here. It's just open and close. So you have to set up the opposite trade. $3% on 20x leverage. So I'm using, this is the ratio that I have set up right now. Let's do a calculator. I have 5%, 20%, not 1%. This was what I was using for my other one. I'm using, what is this? I did this on the road today. $5%. Oh, okay. I'm done. 60%. There we go. That's what I'm using. So I'm using $30 worth of risk, which is 3%, and then 5% total. That's the risk value that I got set up. So using 3% risk with a 3% stop loss. So it's a 1-to-1. So it's not necessarily like over leveraging. We're pretty much using the totality of the account. All right. Now, when we open up multiple trades using the same exact parameters, that's when we're over leveraging. If we're confident with what we're doing, up to a certain point, I wouldn't go crazy with it. With Matic and ADA, I'm not going to be using 3% risk. I'm going to be using 1% risk. Just because if they do dump, they're going to dump a lot harder. So I don't really need to necessarily make a whole bunch more. But if we start getting shook up by the market, if I have 2 altcoins that can move 3% much more easy, getting stopped out over and over again, and I have 3 different coins all short with 3% risk from the totality of the account, like 4 or 5 stops, and I'm out. I'm done. So you just got to think logically. All right. You're going to make a lot of money if those coins dump. You don't need to throw your entire account at it. All right. Have one good trade up here that has a lot of leeway. The market can bounce and can have some variance. And then if you get your shit pushed in from the ADA trades or whatever it might be, you're not taking as big of a hit. But if you do win, you're still going to win quite a bit. And that's the part that people that are newer don't necessarily get. So let's say that you have $1,000 to trade with. Why would I open up? Like, let's say I just traded BTC. All right. Let's say BTC is the only thing that I traded. Why would I open up a trade where I essentially am trading 1-to-1 what my portfolio is? All right. Well, first off, you can't short, just buying spot. All right. You can accumulate, you can walk away with more BTC, but you can't short. So let's go ahead and flip this around and say long. Why am I taking a long position that is worth the same exact value of my account? All right. If I took my $1,000 and I inserted it into the market where I put my long position, it would make the same exact amount of money that my long position is about to make. Well, first off, now you have two different positions. You have your spot bags, right, which are going to make that same exact amount of money. And then you have your leverage bags, which are going to make that same exact amount of money. So you are over leveraging, but not by much. But the main purpose of it, all right, is portfolio exposure. Talk about it all the time. All right. LBank, they're cool. I'm very happy that they're sponsoring the channel. But if $1,000 is all you have, why are you putting $1,000 on LBank? All right. I only need $50 to make the trade, to make it as if I had all 1,000 in a long position. So you might at one time only need 150. You know, if I'm just trading Bitcoin, I only really need $150. Because then, all right, if I get stopped out twice, I take the third trade, I go ahead and I throw more on the on the LBank. That way, if I get stopped out again, I have something on there to go ahead and take the trade. Simple as that. All right. Now, when you get into the territory of using, 60%. All right. So a 3% stop loss with 3% risk. All right. 1-to-1. When you start going into this territory, a 1.5% stop loss, all right, you're now amplifying the market. All right. 1.5% moves or 3% moves to you. All right. So now you're starting to amplify the market. You're over leveraging. You see your contracts is now double your portfolio size. Now, whatever the market is doing, you're feeling double the influence and taking on a liquidation point. So that's when you have like portfolio risk is above your stop loss amount. That's when people get into trouble, because then they can, a 1% stop loss, when we were playing it before, all right, it's pretty lucrative. Or if it is a one and done, you're good to go. All right. But there can definitely be some rocky points in the market where you get stopped out a couple times. Now, with a 1% stop loss, with 1% risk, all right, if you get stopped out 5 times, you lost 5%. And then if you hit that 15 R&R trade, 20 R&R trade, you make all that back plus more. All right. Now, if you have 3% risk with a 1% stop loss and you get stopped out 5 times because you're trying to make more money, well, then now you just lost 15% of your account. A little bit less, because obviously you're reducing, or hopefully you should be, as time goes on. So on the incredibly small time frames, like the 15-minute, that's what we're doing. But we're doing it, first off, with a incredibly small portfolio, $100, $50. All right, to test out the theory and collect data on whether or not that specific trading strategy works. Then we can start applying more money to it. And of course, applying Kelly criteria onto it. But on the smaller accounts where we're having a little bit of fun, on the smaller time frames, that's when we'll see, I'll do stuff like this. We'll be using $100 and we'll be using, 2% or so of the total portfolio, but we'll be using, like a 0.25% stop loss. Obviously, it's not quite as extreme as this, but you get the point. We're over leveraging by quite a bit because we're playing on the smaller time frames. We're trying to capitalize on those smaller moves. So of course we have to amplify the market to make it worth our time. But on the macro, when we're already working with 15%, 40% moves, anywhere in between that, well, applying a 20x leverage, we're getting a lot of juice. Whereas with the smaller time frames, a 2% move obviously isn't that exciting. But you can make it exciting if you apply good risk management to it. Do you calculate trading fees into the stop percentage? No, it's just a basic calculator. All right. Every website's different and has different trading fees. So I'm not going to, make it seem like one size fits all. And you'll kind of get the hang of it because like your risk shouldn't change like drastically from trade to trade unless you're being ridiculously crazy with it. All right. And just risking your entire account. All right. Let's say, for example, you're using like $30 out of a $1,000 portfolio. All right. So let's say you're using $30 and you take a market short and you get stopped out and you notice that you lost $33. All right. Well, there you go. There's your answer. But it's the market fees aren't any, like they're not going to be anything so significant that it's going to completely disrupt your entire trading strategy. Of course, like they're there. And if you have a trading strategy where you're getting annihilated, then yeah, maybe don't use market or account for the fees. But for me, like I'm using pretty decent sized stop losses when I get into a trade, maybe getting stopped out twice, 3 times if I'm really unlucky. But like just a couple months ago, 2 months ago, we enter a short, we don't get stopped out. So even if I do get stopped out later on, which is what just happened, it's not a big deal in my eyes. You shouldn't be entering 1,000 different trades on market. It should be very deliberate setups where if they don't work out, price action's moving in the opposite direction. You're not trying to catch it. So therefore, you're not getting eaten alive. It also comes down to over leveraging as well. So on any futures trading platform, the fees are calculated based off of not your margin, but your contract size. All right. So that's why if you're doing crazy shit like this and doing 0.25% stop losses so that you can over leverage your account by 12x. All right. Then, all right, on this trade in particular, all right, if you have 0.01%, all right, fees, all right, that's 0.01% of 12,000. So just go ahead and pop into a little calculator here. Because I can't do that in my head right now. It's too late. But 12,000 times 0.001%. All right, $12. So if you want to go and over leverage your account by 12x, your entire portfolio, all right, then yeah, if you get stopped out, boom, 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 10 stops and you just lost $120. But if you're trading responsibly and you're not doing 12x your entire portfolio, like that's what caused the goddamn Great Depression out here. Like it does make sense. All right, learn from history. All right, the Great Depression was caused by over leveraging. So, is leveraging a bad thing? No. Do it responsibly. All right, 2x, 3x on your portfolio. This number relative to your entire portfolio is not the same. But like this right here, 3% stop loss, 3% risk, you're using a lower leverage. Just because you're using a higher margin doesn't mean that you're somehow losing out on money here. All right. This I could get this up to 125x leverage and make the same exact amount of money as this trade right here. That's how it works. But over here, 1,000 contracts, you do the same thing. 1,000 contracts times 0.001. All right. Now your market trade only cost you $1 to open and $1 to close. So $2. I don't think that's going to directly impact your trading style too much. Like I said, if you're really like entering 1,000 trades in like 5 seconds, yeah, maybe not. Maybe don't do that. That's not good for you. Or if you are doing that, then you should probably be doing it on limit and nothing else. It's all depending on who you are. Oh, AZTV, that sucks, man. Hopefully you could identify what went wrong in your psychology and kind of correct it. I just be careful, man. Like I feel I don't have confirmed proof of anything, but it's a little bit too easy for a lot of these bigger guys to open up alternative trades. Basically, they just hedge all the time, and no matter what happens, they have something to show the public in order to have as an advertisement for their trading abilities. When we talk about hedging, we talk about it in a very specific way, but there's too much monetary incentive on YouTube to trick people into thinking that you are a god tier trader. All right. I've had my successes, but for 2 months, I've sat here in a short and screamed from the rooftops that I'm short, and then had it bounce in my face. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm always right, but it's a bit suspicious when you go to other YouTubers and they seem to always have a trade on the board that's winning. It's advertisement. It's a fugazi. And then on top of that, you have some exchanges that allow people to trade with fake funds. So that way you look at the URL, they're trading on the same website you are, but their funds are fake. They have nothing at risk. So I'm not saying he is specifically doing that. The reason why I stray so far away from crypto YouTube and I really don't speak about people and I don't, research people crypto savvy is because it's just a dirty fucking industry. And I just don't. There's a couple people that I like. I like Data Dash. Some people hate him, but it's usually just because he's saying something that you don't like. Hey, we might be a little bit bearish here, and all of a sudden he's the devil. People hate him. I think I've seen some stuff where maybe he's taking some sponsorships or shit, but other than that, I don't know. Crown Crypto, Eric Crown Crypto, good guy. Everybody's got something to sell. Eric Crown Crypto, he built a whole platform. Very admirable. So. But it's just, there's, like I said, there's too much monetary incentive from sponsorships for shitcoins, sponsorships from exchanges. This is the first sponsorship I have ever taken doing crypto YouTube ever. And it took multiple days of making sure I'm in control here and, just asking them questions. And I mean, if anybody's curious, I will show you the emails, of my talks with L Bank before we got into the sponsorship. But with so much money on the table, people charging, thousands of dollars for courses. There's just, it's these exchanges and the money that comes in to some of these people. It's too easy for them to do what I'm talking about. Too easy. Because it's advertisement. Someone clicks on my stream. I'm just being real here. All right. You guys know me. You guys have been around for a long time. You guys know what I do. So that's no issue. But theoretically, all right. This is speaking facts here. Someone clicks on my stream right now. All right. they're going to start analyzing everything that's going on the screen. First, they're going to look at probably my trade. And they're going to go, oh, he's short. I'm bullish. I don't like him already. Or then they go to, he's only $6 in profit. This guy sucks at trading. He's not making millions of dollars. So then they move on to the next thing. They look at my camera. They don't like me. They don't like the pudgy face. Or like they think the background's messy. They start hyper analyzing. So that's what the whole like thing with crypto YouTube is. It's hard to go and find people that are authentic with what they're doing. And I try my best because it's a balancing act. Of course, through having the YouTube, it allows me to monetize, trading in a different way. I have the Discord where people can talk to me and I can, we have that free flow of information. I post trade setups and stuff like that, but it's not like everybody else does it. It's nothing special, but it's a way for you to pretty much be in touch with the community. And then I have the one-on-ones, which I think sets me apart from other people. First off, I'm not charging an arm and a leg. Second, I'm actually there. It's not just a one-size-fits-all video. And then I'm not selling you a shovel, I don't sell an ABC indicator. I just talk. That's all I do. So that's my honest thoughts. Like, I'm not calling anybody out in particular. It's just, that's the law of the land. Like, if you think about it logically, there's too much incentive for people to do shady shit. Like, hedge their own trades. That way, they always have something to show you that's in heavy profit. They're using high leverage. So that way, like, the percentages are skewed and they look like they're crazy. It's just the way it is. People go and they, find someone else that's doing something that actually works. Because that's few and far in between. They go and find someone that's actually doing something that works and they go bite off of them. Stealing calculators. Just the way it is. Like I said, I've said it before, but, I'm a small crypto YouTuber. And over the past 4 or 5 years that I've had the Bybit affiliate link, it's made $100,000, which over the course of the years kind of floated away. I wish I gave more of it away, to be honest, which is hopefully what I'm doing with LBank here. But I gave away probably 10 grand over the course of the couple years that I was doing giveaways with the Bybit affiliate link, but it's definitely not what I promised. I think I promised somewhere around 50%. So that's just me being honest and admitting that like I got greedy. But you just put that into perspective. Someone my size can make 100 grand. So now take my 20,000 and turn it into 100K. That's 5 times. They're making $500,000. And their reach is probably much farther than mine. That's just going based off of subscriber count. Probably making closer to, and with more subscribers, you get a higher commission rate. So therefore, they're probably making a lot more. So even if they suck at trading, they can afford to fund their trades through the affiliates or whatever else they got going on. It's so that's just my rant. That's why I try my best to just kind of be a regular person. I'm not trying to be a showman. I did that once and it was fun, but my ego got too inflated. We did the 100 to 100K challenge and it was magical. And we had like 300 viewers in a live stream. And I felt like I was a crypto YouTuber. But That shit doesn't last. How can they deny the Dolce tones? Your voice style is common and friendly. That's the thing. It's just just being honest. Not a lot of people give people a chance. I mean, I do the same thing. I go on to crypto YouTube and I watch maybe 5-10 minutes of someone's stream or their YouTube channel, and I go, oh, this guy's a shill. I might know what I'm looking for, because it's the whole like being the crypto YouTuber. I see the emails of how these companies can manipulate someone to basically sell their soul. And as well as that, like, I've had conversations with, close friends where they go like, hey, like, how come like you're not like selling out? Like, how come you're not charging more for, one-on-ones or creating a course or doing this or doing that, or, because I go, everybody else is. And it doesn't make me, it makes me feel disgusting. Like, the further I push towards that side, like, of course, I want to be able to pay my bills from YouTube, and then trading is just extra. Like, that's the goal here. But beyond that, I don't need it. So, like I said, I mean, during the next bull market, I'm sure my channel will see a surge in growth, and I'll probably see a lot of people sign up to the Patreon, which the way it's going to work next, go around. Before, I just kept it at $50 per month throughout the entire bull market. And at one point, I was making 10 grand a month off of Patreon, when in reality, I probably only need like maybe 4 grand a month to pay bills and like, put some savings away, maybe, just have a regular life. So next bull market, if it ever gets to that point, I'm just going to lower the price of the Patreon, like, as time goes on, where like, if we hit, $6,000 worth of $50 Patreons, then I'll reduce the price so that I'm making $5,000. And then if we go up again, I'll reduce. That's how I'm going to do it. I'll be hopping off here pretty soon. How long have we been streaming today? Streaming for 2 hours and 15 minutes. All right, maybe like 5-10 more minutes, and I'll be going. Do you do lifetime membership? Yeah. So right now, during the bear market, I'm doing $250, I believe, for the lifetime membership. So you can spend $50 for 5 months, or you can pay up front. So yeah, I figured, like, during the bear market, people are, maybe have some losses on their hands. So to ask them to pay, a bunch of money for a Discord group, which, right now with the market being slow, it's just, not like it's super exciting or anything like that, but it is a nice little tight knit community. And, once the market probably gets a little bit more exciting, we'll definitely doing price action watch parties again. I remember during the bull market, it was so much fun. We would have like 25-30 people in the Discord, and prices just plummeting or pumping, and we're all just screaming in there. So much fun. Link, I will do it. If you do, I very much appreciate it. Which country should I VPN? You don't necessarily need a VPN on LBank. But if you do, I just use Europe on my VPN, which I don't even actually have it active right now. Oh, it's just a regular Discord. People just chat, talk. This is the Discord. So this is the general chat. This is where most people talk most of the day. But, you can directly message me. when I'm not on stream. I'll respond pretty quickly. People just talking back and forth. And then I got Kite's thoughts, which, like I said, I could actually go post the 88 trade and the Matic trade over here real quick, but BTC's already been entered. I post what I'm thinking ahead of time usually. It's been 2 months, so I blanked, and I didn't think to go ahead and post it just because it's been quite a bit of time. But that way, this is a log of everything I've thought about Bitcoin and KDA and all these different things. So that's where I took profit on no, this was not it. It's very similar to that is when BTC started pumping. Not quite sure. Back at the beginning of the year. Wow, this showcases all my entries and stuff like that. I keep saying that I'm going to do it. It's just right now I just been busy. I do the DoorDash during the day and then I come home and I stream usually. Or I might stream before I go to DoorDash. It depends on how awake I am in the morning. But I keep saying that I'm going to go into the Discord and, do the weekly talks. It's not necessarily like a talk where like I'm preaching. Like what I do on the live streams. It's just going to be like me hanging out on the Discord if you want to come say hi. Which, I don't know why I haven't done it. Being an idiot here. Let me not be lazy. Let me go post those. Just in case anybody's not watching the stream. It's egotistical to think someone is watching the stream right now. It could be very late where they are. I remember during the bull market, we were playing a lot smaller time frames. So I was posting like pretty often in terms of the setups because I was watching multiple different coins as well. And market never sleeps and neither did I because half the time I was on Adderall. But I remember it was like 2 a.m. and I posted a trade setup. And whenever I do that, I do an at everyone because, I want everyone to see it. Like, if you're going to pay the money to be in the Discord, you probably want to see what trades I'm trying to get into. So I do an at everyone. And apparently this guy at 2 a.m. had his phone notification so loud it caused an earthquake because he got on Discord very pissed. He was like, "What the hell, man? Do you ever sleep? It's 2 a.m. What the hell are you think?" And I'm like, your phone notification being that loud to wake you up? Not my problem. Not my problem. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb if that is the case. Hilarious times during the bull market. That's where memories are made. Trust me, there's a lot of things that I wish I did different during the bull market. Like, so the 100 to 100K account, although taught me a lot about scaling risk and learning how to let the market flow and not getting ahead of yourself and taking profit too early or taking it too late. It taught me a lot of things, but it built up so many bad habits. Like the money was just, I had made a decent amount of money from trading Bitcoin, but to take such a small amount and turn it into that in such a short period of time, it caused like a glitch in my brain. And I really just did stupid shit. And I lost some money. I lost a good amount of money from the bad habits that built up. So in retrospect, I can, take out, I've grown past the bad habits and I can look back and look at what was good from that period of time but a lot of mistakes were made. That's all I'm gonna say. So, see, it's relatively to make a lot of money during the bull market, but what you do with it, that's a different story. Do you go spend it on dumb shit, fast cars? You know? Do you spend it on, you know, a bunch of food that you don't even remember what you ate? Or do you keep, you know, it's okay to, you know, indulge because you've earned it, you know, if you put in the effort. But I think maybe it's just because I'm younger. I did things a little bit stupid, but it's about learning from those mistakes and growing past them. So I forgot which song it was. It was a rap song, of course, because that's what I like. But at the end of it, it had his dad talking to him. And it was something along the lines of like, when you see all of your buddies celebrating, all right, he was basically saying, yeah, drink some, smoke some, as one does, but then get back to work. Like they're gonna stay there and they're gonna party much longer than you are because they just don't get it. And I am unfortunate enough and also fortunate enough to have gone through the mistake of having done so well and then gotten in my own way. But now I realize what not to do. So I think that's going to allow me to propel to even higher levels later on. And if it wasn't for that lesson, then I feel like some people go through life and they just do things a lot slower. But then by that time they have, you know, a kid to take care of, maybe multiple, a wife, a husband, you know, they've built up this entire like outer shell, and then they haven't made some core mistakes that, you know, might negatively impact their life much more severely than it did mine. All right, copy image. All right, throw this in here. That's another thing. I feel like, you know, you look at some other YouTubers. This is, you know, me tooting my own horn again. You look at some other YouTubers and they hop on to their daily videos or their daily live streams and they already have a trade in and they go, you know, you could have this trade too if you were in the Discord. And, you know, it seems like every day we put this trade in the Discord, if I talk about my positions on stream all the time, like ahead of time as well. It's not like I'm trying to hide anything so that you have to be in the Discord to know what I'm doing. I'm talking about the 88 trade. I'm talking about the Matic trade. So even if you're not in the Discord, you know what I'm doing. It's not about that. It's just like, you know, for people that aren't watching the stream, because they might not have all that time. $28.95. This level is can't I delete that? Oh, because I'm not even pressing delete. I'm stinky. Yeah. First label. Is it parameters? Yeah, it is. No, it isn't. Parameters. Parameters. Is it? Which one is it? Can't spell. Too late. Over here. What were the bad habits? It's playing on smaller time frames, over leveraging, because like that's how else are you going to get $100 to $100,000? All right, explosive upside price action and over leveraging. All right, now we did do it somewhat intelligently. All right, we kind of went balls to the wall at first and then scaled the risk down. That way, if we did take a loss here or there, it didn't necessarily wipe the account out. But just something about having just like money come out of thin air. It leaves like a disrespectfulness for money. Like you just don't appreciate it because it just came out of nowhere. And obviously like a little bit of ego, like, oh, if I did it once, I can do it again. Like, that kind of shit. So it just kind of like it translated over to like my macro account. And once I started to see it like really not work well for me, by that time I was already kind of like messing things up. But I kind of just leaned back and reassessed. And like that's kind of what led to the more methodical and just not necessarily like balls to the wall profitability that everybody wants to see, but it's profitable. And just keep going. Found it. L Bank 50 USD. What about L Bank and 50 USD? What do you mean, Carlos? Said found it. L Bank 50 USD. Yeah, I think it's good to call it there, Joe. Your link, the link's in the description. It's the first link. If you sign up under that, then you'll be entered into the raffle, which next Friday is the raffle for people who have just signed up but haven't deposited. And then tonight is where we did the deposit tours. And shoot. I didn't write down who won that second spin. I'm going to have to go back and look at the video and then post it in the community post to let them know. Because you have 48 hours from the time that I spin that wheel and your user ID pops up. It is up to you to go to your profile, compare the two, see if you won, and then message me. If not, it goes to the Hex wallet. The Richard Hart Hex wallet. Consumerism is all around us. Yeah. So I mean, like, I like stuff, you know, like I like computers. You know, I'm willing to spend a lot of money on that. So I mean, everybody has their own thing, but you just really have to like ask yourself: is that sustainable? Is it somewhat ethical? You know, if you like cars, yeah, buy your dream car, trick it out, do what you want to do. But having 6 cars that you don't even drive, I just don't understand the mentality. It's just and I don't get that. I don't have 6 computers, you know, where like just because they look cool, I have them in my house. I have a nice looking computer. That's it. Maybe I'll upgrade it later. Just applying that concept to everything. But all right, we're going to go ahead and sign off. Like I said, I'm still a bearish bear. And I'm looking for some short entries. And I'm looking for a continuation of this rejection off of the retest of the relative macro high for BTC. So I appreciate you guys very much. I might see you guys tomorrow or possibly Sunday night. I might keep it on like a 2-day schedule here. Because if Friday night was popping on DoorDash, I think Saturday is also going to be a very good day. So I'm hoping to make a lot. Like I said, I made $27 an hour tonight. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. For driving around and listening to some music. But all right, guys. Let's go ahead and do the thing and head on out. Remember, sign up for LBank if you haven't. All right, you're just missing out on free money at that point. You get the $3 from them, $50 from me, possibly, if you're lucky enough. Unlike Johnny. All right, he's no luck. He's no win. I'm drinking water tonight. I'm trying to dip my toes back into like getting away from like the soda and the candy and stuff. So my energy's a little bit low because of that, but we're powering through it. Bye.